Eddie is Venom. Aunt May is going to be Carnage. Who is Mary Jane Watson going to be? I know! Thanos. Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. It's Spectacular Saturday. You know what that means, guys. It is time for us to continue the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is Season 1, Episode 13, Nature vs. Nurture. This is also the Season 1 finale of the show as well. Venom is here. Eddie is Venom. Eddie and the symbiote are now one. There's also another problem on top of that. Eddie knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. The symbiote told him. The symbiote didn't hold nothing back. This is going to get really bad. I'm assuming this is not going to end well. I mean, it's the Season 1 finale, and then literally at the end of Episode 12, the last episode, you show that Eddie has now become Venom, and he is so angry at Peter Parker, and now he knows the truth of who Peter actually is. This is not good. This is not good at all, but I cannot wait, because this show is so damn good at telling story, at developing these characters, and just overall just expanding this world that we're now seeing within the Spectacular Spider-Man, and just giving us fantastic episode upon fantastic episode, really spectacular episode upon spectacular episode. I cannot get enough of this show. And the fact that now we're at the Season 1 finale and we have 13 more episodes after this one and then we're done, there's no more show, it hurts me so much because this show is so good at what it's doing, and I hate the fact that I waited so long to watch it, but I'm so glad that I am watching it and that I'm not missing out anymore because I love what this show is doing. I just can't praise it enough. I really cannot praise it enough. The last episode was phenomenal because of Ben Parker being in the mix, which I did not see coming. The symbiote fighting to stay a hold of Peter and to be connected to Peter, because Peter has now become a whole different person now with the symbiote. Of course, not anymore. He got rid of the symbiote, but he had turned to a whole new person, and the symbiote was trying so hard to keep a hold of him because Peter was trying to take it off. And so it was a fight. It was an intervention between the symbiote and Ben, which I didn't see coming, but it was very well done, and it blew me away. And I cannot wait to do this episode. I'm not sure what to expect here besides Venom going crazy, I'm assuming, because I mean, literally, you end with Venom fully realized. Eddie and the symbiote are now one Venom. They're now one put together. So Venom has to be in the forefront. I don't know what's going to happen, man. This is not going to be good. I'm suspecting some crazy major shit is about to go down, and I cannot wait. So let's get into it now, guys, to check it out. The Season 1 finale, Episode 13 of the Spectacular Spider-Man. Let's go! Oh, interesting weapon there. Nice. He hasn't spoke yet. Usually he's talking. Is he just trying to focus, maybe? Interesting weapon. Okay. Dang. Okay. Yeah, things have changed.
There's not enough money in the world for me to turn a blind eye to your great works. Keep the light on. Because I'm coming for you.
It appears you have a job opening. We'll take it.
Wow. Hello.
Destroy Spider-Man.
Well, that's the plan. Don't worry.
We're hoping you'd say that. Oh, you don't mind if we have a little fun with him?
She must have been so scared.
I don't think so, because she was like, just go to school, Peter. Don't worry, you know? So.
Don't mention it. And I mean not to anyone.
Hey, Petey.
Don't mention it to anybody that I was nice to you. Sorry that I cut that part out, guys. Apologies. Last episode.
I'm so sorry about how I acted.
Good, you're apologizing.
You must be under a ton of stress.
Bringing Aunt May home.
That's
okay.
good.
Are you going back today? Because
Oh my gosh.
To the hospital
Guys,
after
calm down.
school, if you... I went on a date with Eddie.
A date?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He asked me out because he thought you and I were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to hurt you.
Yes.
And he didn't mind using me to do it.
We'll see each other soon enough.
Oh my gosh.
Spider-Man.
This is not good.
Everything okay?
A-okay.
I'll prepare the feast. How hard can it be?
You're making Thanksgiving dinner? Good luck, man. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
I bet it can solve my spider problem too. I mean, sure, somebody saved a lot.
Put it away. Put it away.
Do it.
We know all your secrets.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh.
You ensnared another human being?
Yeah.
Someone better suited to our gifts.
Ooh. Damn. God damn. Alright, man. Good luck. Ooh. Jesus.
Destroying
Another cocoon.
would be too easy.
Yeah.
Haven't suffered enough, and we want to dismantle you. We know who you are, and everyone you care about.
Ugh. I would say, is he gonna reveal himself to Peter? Guess who? Wow. Okay, that was good. Oh. It's just me fights the whole episode? I'm not complaining.
Peter's picking me up.
How'd she not see that? Oh my god.
We know who you love the most,
Mary. Bro. Oh, he just. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least Flash isn't evil. Okay, well, at least he's not possessed by an evil symbiote. As far as I know.
Yeah, it could be another symbiote.
My spider sense will...
Eddie Brock's with her.
Eddie's with. Oh, okay, never mind. With Gwen. Damn it.
Hang on, Gwen.
What's the matter, bro? Spider sense didn't tingle.
It didn't. Not at that time.
Oh my, she's so lifelike.
Symbiote
Oh my
sense
god.
qualities
They don't think she's actually real.
My spider sense is a threat. You've always liked her. Let me save her.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, yeah, that's true.
To be her hero. You're the villain here.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Of course. Of course. This is just crazy, man. All this shit's happening right now. Just, my god.
Animatronic chick makes him look like King Kong.
Oh, will you please just shut up?
That's Spidey.
Yep. This is a crazy fight. Uh-oh. I mean, yeah. Ooh. Yep. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on.
Now get that creep.
Get that creep. Oh, shit. In front of all these people, too. Careful.
The symbiote's proven its point. Nothing without it. Take me back.
Oh, shit. What? What?
Symbiote's found a better partner in me.
I mean...
Not us.
Oh, us. Oh.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
You can't do this.
I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised by this. Oh.
Emotions all taste wrong.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. Focusing on them.
Still slow on the uptake, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're a disease. They're the cure.
In the cement. Okay, I was like, what is he doing?
Folks, enough talking.
Get back.
Happy Thanksgiving, Peter.
Oh.
Are you alright?
Hello.
She insisted on coming. Look,
I'm fine.
The look.
Well, not fine, but
Let me see how bad it is. Oh my gosh. It's a disaster.
I'm just thankful Spider-Man saved my daughter.
We do have a lot to give thanks for.
Yeah,
Family,
sure do.
Friends, relative good health. So I'll have to write a new one now. One that's a little more heart smart. Do you think I can get an advance on that one too?
Sure.
Maybe I do let people down.
Well, we all make choices. It's okay.
I'm always there to save them, too.
Mm-hmm.
My destiny.
Okay.
Oh
Uh-oh. About to say, be careful.
You're amazing. Thanks.
Oh.
No problem.
Kiss? Kiss? No?
No.
They kissed! Yes! I was like, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? So it was actually Gwen. It wasn't Mary Jane Watson. As I expected, this was a fantastic, scratch that, spectacular way to end this first season. Holy crap. Where do I begin? Fights, fights, and more fights. This whole episode was basically fights between Spider-Man and Venom. And I like the way they open it too, because they open the episode with Peter actually not talking for the first bit there, just taking out all those criminals, and he wasn't throwing any quips or any jokes. And I'm like, this is kind of strange. Is this Chameleon? Obviously it wasn't, but I was like, what's going on here? And he's just, I guess, focused on taking down these guys and dropping their mask off at Tombstone, the big man, and basically saying that this is not happening. The deal that I made when I was in a bad spot, I was in a bad place in my life a little bit ago with the symbiote, I can't do it anymore. Keep the lights on. I'm coming for you. All that kind of stuff. Even though he's right there, I'm coming for you, but you're right here. But anyways, he had other things to do, and then right away Venom shows up. Are you looking for somebody to take on a job? Do you have a job opening? And it's like, oh shit. And then we get into the intro and everything, and Venom's like, I'll take out Spider-Man. Why not? But can I play with him first? Can I have a little fun? And Tombstone's like, I don't micromanage. Like, do whatever you want. He doesn't care because Spider-Man said we have a deal, and then he went back on that deal. So Tombstone's like, fuck it. Do what you want. Oh boy. Now, I was wondering how far into this episode, if at all, they were going to reveal that Eddie is Venom. Like, the symbiote, it has taken over Eddie's body. Like, I was wondering if it's going to be revealed. And they waited a little bit, but I was actually surprised because I was thinking this episode was going to end differently than it actually did. But it ended on a very good note, which I wasn't expecting, but it's okay because I guess I was expecting it to go more into a bad, darker direction because of the fact that this is very personal. We've been building all this season of Eddie being upset at his bro, Peter, and at a point they were trying to work things out and then everything just fell apart again, and Eddie is so upset. And then he took Mary Jane Watson on a date, revealed he's really crazy and shit, bringing up crap and driving crazy on his motorcycle. And so it's like, obvious, it's all building to a head. And at the end of the last episode, like we were mentioning, and of course you guys saw, he became Venom. The symbiote and Eddie merged, and then the symbiote showed Eddie, this is who Spider-Man is. It's your bro, those are not bros anymore, Peter. So this is a very emotional episode. I didn't expect Venom to literally show up in his backyard. Venom showed up in Peter's backyard and started beating the shit out of him. Now, this was the first indication to Peter that this is not going to be an easy fight. Okay, none of these villains he's faced so far, but this is more personal than he's ever been. Even though he was fighting Green Goblin, and of course that ended up being Harry, I think it's different here because it's implied they've known each other a lot longer, Peter and Eddie. And the fact is, too, before the reveal of Harry and Green Goblin being one, being the same person, Peter and Harry were having some issues, but not to the point of where Peter and, and Eddie were like at a point where they're not talking at all and everything's gone to shit. It never got that far. So it just kept building more and more and more. And they did a great job with that because then they ended this episode with Venom and everything beating the shit out of Peter, beating the shit out of him. So this was a very different fight than I think he's had before, because in the middle of one of the fights, towards the middle of the episode where Venom actually goes after Aunt May and they're fighting, like he keeps trying to get into Aunt May's room, Venom, and then Peter keeps punching him in the face or flying down on the skyscraper of the hospital. And then he teases bro, and then he's like, Eddie, and then everything changes at that point because now he knows who he's actually fighting, because he has in that thing that Peter slams into those the web on the skyscrapers that are in the middle of like the road, like what would be the road, but it's in the sky. Guess who? So, and then he reveals it. I was wondering if they were not going to reveal it to Peter. Like, we know, but I wonder if they're going to reveal to Peter. And so when they did that, I'm like, now it's gone even more crazy. And then he says something very interesting that I thought was Mary Jane, and he thought Mary Jane as well. Peter thought Mary Jane as well. That I'm going after the person you love most besides Aunt May. And Peter started thinking, Mary Jane? It's not. But I was thinking that too. But it actually makes sense that it's Gwen. And then, of course, Gwen and Eddie, they know each other. So it's not weird for Eddie to show up where Gwen is about to go on this Thanksgiving. Because this is all happening Thanksgiving, by the way. All is happening on Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving. It's like, oh shit, okay, on top of all that. And so there's another fight that breaks out, of course. Eddie strung up Gwen on that float, which nobody, even they showed that little kid and the mom, and like, it's so lifelike. Nobody realized until eventually Mary Jane Watson realized it's Gwen. And so they worked together, the football team and Mary Jane Watson, they got and were able to help Gwen because she's starting to fall because the web is not connecting and holding on to the float as much as it should. Because eventually, the tension breaks and all that kind of stuff. And so it starts falling, and I'm like, Peter, you got to stop it. And of course, all this is happening while Peter's still fighting Venom. So he's trying so hard to get to his Venom's faster. It just seems like the symbiote basically knows all of Peter's tricks, essentially, of how to swing through and everything. So it's not helping that he's basically fighting, not a clone, but kind of, but you get my point. So it made it even more difficult. And so they save Gwen, and then Flash is like, yeah, get that guy, get him. And then they're fighting in the middle of all these people. And I'm thinking, they better be careful. Well, Peter needs to be careful. The symbiote Venom doesn't care if it hurts anybody. But I'm like, this is not going to be good. Peter does something I was not expecting. I was not expecting him to go the direction of offering himself up to the symbiote. I was like, okay, what's the trick? Like, before it actually takes over and basically wraps itself around Peter again and tries to bond with Peter again, what's the trick? And the trick wasn't until it actually bonded with Peter. And then you see all of these people that pop up to block the darkness, the toxicity of the symbiote. All these characters. It was so well done. Black Cat's in the middle of that too. Flash, Gwen, Ben, Mary, all these characters that have been in Peter's life in one way or another was there to stop the symbiote. And then he throws the symbiote, when he gets it in the bag, throws it in cement. And they have no idea. I think the symbiote's going to be able to break out, though. I think something's going to happen with that because it's wrapped up in the bag. So my guess is that the cement won't get into the bag, and so the symbiote will somehow get away. I don't know. I'm just assuming, because I don't think Venom's truly gone. Because, I mean, now they didn't answer the question, what happens to Eddie? Eddie's just on the rooftop, and clearly the symbiote really wanted its first love. It's weird to say that, but its first love, which is Peter, back. So when it offered itself up, it just left Eddie. So I wonder what's going to happen in season 2. Is Eddie going to just tell everybody? Is anybody going to believe him? I don't know. Because I was also thinking, are they going to, is his identity going to be revealed? Is Peter going to be revealed to be Spider-Man? I don't know. Could they go that direction? I don't know. So we have the ending of the episode where they're having this great Thanksgiving dinner, and Aunt May apparently has a cookbook, and she's going to have to write another one, more sensitive to, the heart and everything, so she has to make better meals for this second cookbook. I don't remember them ever, she was cooking and doing a bunch of stuff, so that kind of makes sense, but I don't remember them mentioning that before, so that just came out of nowhere. But hey, at least Aunt May's doing something besides, secretly plotting to become Carnage, as I jokingly said in a previous episode. I think it was the last episode I said that as a joke in the intro. Gwen and Peter kissed. It's at the end of the review, but look, they kissed. I did not see that coming. I didn't see it coming. But it kind of makes sense because Gwen really likes Peter. And Peter realized, this is the person I love most besides Aunt May. It's been Gwen. So that's interesting. It kind of makes sense because I think in the lore of Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the comics, he loved Gwen first before Mary Jane Watson. So I guess it kind of makes sense. But I didn't know if they were going to go that direction, if they were going to go the direction of just, here's Mary Jane Watson, they're already here, boom, they're going to be a thing. Not the case for this. Not the case. This show has been a great ride. We still have another season to go, but this first season has been so good. It's been fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what's next for this season, for this show, because this first season was just so good at introducing all these characters, introducing us to these supervillains, and especially with all the build-up with Eddie, and then having that be the last episode in season 1. And I'm curious what season 2 is going to give us, because now there's not necessarily the way of having to introduce all these characters. You're going to have to reintroduce them in season 2, of course, but there's not all of this, like, we have to world build again. You've already done that. They've already done it in a beautiful way, and this show is seriously on par with other amazing, Marvel animated shows that have been out there. I mean, to me, this is one of the best animated shows I've seen from Marvel. It is. It's one of the best. It's actually technically a Sony project. I think it's Sony who made it, so there's that. But the fact is, in terms of Marvel characters, this is one of the best animated shows that's ever been made, focusing on a Marvel character. I mean, I would put this up there in terms of being, in the leagues of Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s, X-Men, the animated series in the 90s. Those two shows are phenomenal. Like, they're so good at what they cover, and I believe this show is among those caliber, because it just really did a fantastic job building up character, telling these really good adaptations of these stories, and telling us just great stories. I mean, I was kind of rambling at this point because I felt like I need to talk about more than just this episode because it's the finale, but you get my point. This show is just so well done. I can't get enough of it, and that's why I don't want, I hate the fact that we're done with season 1 already, but man, it's been a journey. It's been a ride, and I can't wait to dive into season 2 and to see what is the first episode of season 2 and what it covers, because this is a way to end it, leaving us with potentially no Venom anymore, which I don't believe that, and Gwen and Peter, I'm guessing, might be a thing. Maybe, we'll see. So yeah, season 1 of Spectacular Spider-Man is complete. Very good stuff. Love this show. Can't wait to dive into season 2, but at the same time, I don't want to because I'll be done with it sooner. But I have to get through it because I have to see what's next because this show is good. So, what did you guys think of episode 13? What did you think of the season 1 finale of the Spectacular Spider-Man? I almost said something else, Superman or something. I have no idea. But what did you think of the season 1 finale of the Spectacular Spider-Man? What did you think of episode 13? What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Getting a good phone call. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.